Hello, welcome to with me, Winner Android, picking up where we left off last time, where I basically just went and took over the rest of the Balkans over here, and also got quite a bit of like Ukraine and guess Belarus over here as well, because all that was controlled by Moldova at that point there. Also fought my first coalition in the previous episode as well, which I actually did underestimate initially, which is the first time that's happened in a while. But yeah, aggressive expansion is already over 100 as a result of that expansion there. So going to have another coalition formed against me very quickly, I'm pretty short. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this thing started then. And wait for this coalition to start. Which I think for this episode, probably try and get maybe most of Germany under my control, possibly wipe out Sweden, just kind of move east. Ignore this western bit of Europe or something. I'm not exactly sure currently, but I definitely do want to be wiping out the Byzantines and moving into the Middle East more, I think. But yeah, there we go. There's the coalition. Honestly, not that large, to be honest. Just Italy, Bohemia, Tunis, Riga, Russians there, and the Byzantines. Okay, sure. I'll kick their ass easily. Yep, there we go. My armies came out victorious, of course. I think I did lose a few of them. Which probably means that I need to recruit a large army. If I lost them that easily. Yeah, I think I lost 2 armies, I think. So I guess I'll just go ahead quickly, replace them right quick. Okay, there we go. That's another 10 armies added. It's there. So now this should be wrapped up very quickly. Okay. I guess I'm getting close to the point where I'll just go ahead and end this war at this point. Kind of like my armies actually kind of go and attack the Byzantines a bit more though, before I do that. Okay, I guess that's good enough parts there. Sure. So, peace deal this time. Let's see. What do I actually want to be taking this time around? Okay. I think that's what I'm doing here. Currently. Trying to limit my expansion a bit, so I'm not expanding too quickly. But I think this is good. Taking this stuff all that stuff right there, pushing up that border with them, along with that one there, and getting that entire area under my control as well, and pushing a bit into the Byzantines over here, pushing them further back. Yeah, that's basically everything I got there. So, yeah, there we go. I'll probably be wiping out Bohemia next time, I imagine. Possibly. Not really sure. I could be going up here, taking out them completely, all 3 of them. I could do that next time, I'm pretty sure. I think next time I will probably just start taking out the Byzantines slowly. Maybe split into 2 or 3 parts, possibly. When it comes to taking them over completely. Yeah. But currently, aggressive expansion is under 100, so I'm going to have to get that back over 100 before I can actually fight another coalition. So, yeah. Going to have to do that. So, probably take them over, I guess. Something like that. But for now, I will just work on this stuff, I guess, and do buildings or something right now. Well, in the time it took for me to actually get all those buildings and everything built there, my aggressive expansion's gotten all the way down to 8 at this point. So yeah, I'm going to have to do more than a few wars to do this at this point. So yeah, let's see. I guess I could just go ahead and possibly wipe out the Byzantines, possibly, maybe. I don't see that one be that bad. Right there, to be honest. It'd be nice if they were also in the war, but I guess I can go after Bohemia next at this point here. Why not? And yeah, I think that's probably good enough to end this war at this point already. So yeah, let's take that stuff right there, I guess, right quick. And also wipe out Bohemia completely. Alright, so I guess that's going to be my new borders here after this war. Of course, expansion's not over 100 as a result of that, but honestly don't care that much. Because I think I'm just going to go ahead and go toward the Byzantines at this point for the next one. So, let's see the Byzantines fall. There we go. Now it's just their ally up here. It's going to fall very quickly as well. Yeah. Okay, so let's figure out what I want to do for the borders when it comes to the Byzantines, I guess. Okay, I think that's good. Right there. Taking the entire coastal bits there, I guess. And pushing in decent chunk over here against them as well. There we go. Nice. So now it is time to once again wait for the next coalition to form against me. Okay, apparently this country just had a coalition formed against them. Huh. Alright. Guess I'm gonna be dragged into this one then. Because this border I have with them. And there you go. So, honestly, not bad. I kind of like this. Makes it easier to kind of makes it easier for me to actually just go in and take all that stuff myself. Good. But for some reason, still no coalition has been formed against me. Annoyingly. Guess I'll just do this just to fight a war at the very least right now. Get that little island under my control. There we go. Finally, they formed the coalition. Okay, so larger this time from what I can tell. Especially with Malmux involved. Okay. Sure. I'll probably be cleaning up the border I have over here in Europe mostly, I think. Pushing the Byzantines even further back. If not just wiping them out completely. Maybe go into the Caucasus a bit more as well, possibly. Yeah, I think that's basically what I'm doing in this one. Meanwhile, England's over here fighting a coalition themselves or something, I guess. Yeah, definitely looks like it. They definitely are fighting a coalition. God damn, England. Well, I guess England's getting kicked out of mainland Europe, for the most part at the very least. Yeah. That's all they got left right there. And they lost everything over there too. Jesus. England basically lost everything as a result of that coalition. Okay, so coalition leader there has been dealt with. So now my armies are going to start attacking everyone else. Great. Oh god, the Malmuk's basically been defeated already. Jesus. Same with the base. Everyone's been dealt with already, except for like Naples, I guess. Jesus Christ. My army just steamrolled everyone instantly. Well, I guess that's the end of that war then. Sure. Okay, I think that's the extent of what I'm doing this time. Taking a bunch of land over here and pushing the base teams back that far, and next time I absolutely will be finishing them off. Taking this stuff over here and slight pushing up here into Riga as well. So, yeah, there we go. Good. So, I guess next time I'll probably be finishing them off completely, I think. Maybe go after Naples too. Just to wipe both of them out in one go right there, along with the Byzantines. Wipe that country out up there as well. I'll figure out exactly what I want to do when it comes to them, I guess, as well. I don't think I really want to be wiping them out completely yet, but I do definitely want to start taking more land off of them. So, yeah. I'll try and get all that figured out next time, but I will have to fight another war, of course, before then, because aggressive expansion is under 100 at once again. Alright, so I think it's time for me to do some more expansion again. Here, so let's deal with Cyprus, I guess, over here, finishing them off, along with their little vassal rights there. There we go, good. And now I guess I'll just deal with the Byzantines, finish them off completely, along with that country, I guess. There we go. Good. Entire Black Sea is under my control at this point. Very nice. So, should have a coalition formed against me at this point now. Good. There we go. Won't be getting the entirety of Italy, though, because of Tunis. Apparently taking the northern bit of Naples. Okay, sure. Also, Sweden apparently lost a war to them and is also now their vassal. Eh. Oh well. I guess I could keep them around for now still, possibly, and just focus on expanding south or something, I guess. Maybe. They're the coalition leader again, huh? Okay. Sure. You know what? I think I'm going to recruit more troops again, since they seem to be having a bit of a hard time actually going on the offensive currently. Okay, I think I basically just doubled the size of my army right there. Yeah. This is gonna be ramped up very quickly now that I recruited all those troops. Yeah. They're all falling very quickly at this point. Everything down there is basically done. So it's now basically just this stuff. And yeah, that's done. Yeah, there we go. Good. So, for this coalition, I will be wiping out Naples at the very least, that is for sure. You know what? Yeah, I will go ahead and wipe this country out right here, there. Now, up here, wipe out these smaller ones as well. No more small countries around here, thank you very much. I'll let them be for now, I think. But everything else around here is getting wiped out. I think I'm probably going to try and sort out this border here with them a little bit. Probably give them some of this land right here, possibly. And just then leave them up here at that point, I guess. Yeah. Now, over here. Wipe out these countries as well, of course. Okay, there we go. Taking a shitload of lands this time around, that is for sure. But I will be giving away some of it at the very least, so yeah, quickly go through and do that. Okay, so aggressive expansion isn't over 100 again, so I'm going to have to fight more wars, so I can get that back over 100. But, yeah. Honestly, border is not that bad. Just need to sort things out over here in Italy, basically, I think. And I guess over here as well, wipe out those last few small countries, I guess. Yeah. But I guess for now, I will probably just wipe out these countries here, I guess. Yeah, that means fighting a war with them, though, as well. Okay. You know what, I'll just ignore them in that case, and instead just go after Tunis, which will also mean the Mamluks as well. Yeah. Kick Tunis out of Italy with this war here. Well, my army is just steamrolling through them. Man. Okay then, sure. That's all done. Nice. So, I also kind of want to break up Tunis a bit here, I think. Okay. I am removing all of that from Tunis. There we go. Now, for me to clean up the borders, because I had to take quite a bit of that stuff myself, so I could actually have decent borders around here. Okay, there we go. That's the best I could do when it comes to these borders around here, I guess. Not that bad, to be honest. No, definitely could be better, I think. But, whatever. That's all I could do. So, let's see about continuing some stuff here. I only had the one general I said I needed to replace, but yeah, gross expansion is over 100, so do this again. Wait for the next coalition at this point, and then I will fight it, figure out exactly why I'm taking in the coalition and everything, and yeah, probably wiping out a bunch of these countries, so probably going to be doing that. Alright, looks like the coalition, for whatever reason, is not actually starting for some reason here, so I guess I'm going to have to do this manually. And apparently the Malmics are at war with basically the entirety of Southern Africa, which is basically just 2 countries at this point. My god. Okay, sure. I'm guessing they're going to be losing that war. Yeah. Being there is at war with Alexandria for some reason. Why? Why are they at war with them? What the fuck? Whatever, I guess. For now, I guess I'll just go to war with them. Finish off what's left of them, I guess. I accidentally just went to war with Tunis instead of the Malmics. I wanted to go to war with Malmics so I could do something about that, but whatever, I guess then. Okay. So, I'll just manually deal with this crap in that case. Yeah, I'll just wipe out Tunis as well. There we go. Now clean up these borders. Okay, there we go. So, that is going to be my border now, I guess. Get all my troops back up to Europe. I am keeping all that stuff there. I'll be finishing off the Malmics, taking that stuff off in there. Basically just get Northern Africa under my control pretty much, I guess, there. Clean up some stuff around there. Take out Provence here. These other countries and stuff. Yeah, I think that's basically my plan at this point. Just gotta wait for the coalition to actually start, which it's not for some reason. Have I gotten to that point where the AI just refuses to actually form a coalition against me? Have I actually gotten to that point already? Okay, I guess I'll just continue fighting some wars until this coalition starts. Since they apparently have no intention of actually starting a coalition currently. Okay, there we go. Now they started the coalition, with Bien leading it. Alright, short. Good. Ooh boy, that's a large one. Damn. Guess that works out for me, considering I think this is probably going to be the last coalition for this episode. Almost have Bien completely finished off over here. There we go. Now it's just all the other countries. Wow. Looks like I have basically finished everything already. Alright then. Nice. So I'll just wipe them out right here with this little war. And now for this one here, which I'll be finishing all of these countries off. Okay, so I'm taking a shitload of land this time, purely just to redraw a bunch of these borders. And I am completely destroying Bien for the most part over here. I'm liberating like 3 different countries. I'm going to be splitting up the rest of that lands there between them, I guess. Meanwhile, over here, I'll be giving out a lot of that land along with some of this, I think. And of course, all of that as well. May bring Novorodopir back, I guess. Giving them some of that land, possibly. Sweden will be getting that stuff back and stuff, I guess. So, yeah. There we go. Time to sort out the rest of these borders right quick. Okay, so I guess that's it for now with this here. Gave Castile some of that land over there that their vassal used control. The rest of that went to Morocco. Basically gave these two countries the rest of Iran over here, because they both had a bit of land over here. So just link them up with the other bit of their country and everything there. They get most of that stuff that was around here. Yuan got a little bit, but that was just stuff right on the edge, just to smooth the border out a little bit more. I gave them a decent chunk of land, to be honest, right there, but it still wasn't that much. But, yeah. Not doing anything else over here, though, because, yeah, current situation when it comes to this stuff is not that great, to be honest, so just keep all that for myself, not giving it away to anyone. But yeah, next episode I am without question going to be just going all out, taking over the rest of the world at this point, considering nothing can actually stop me anymore. So, yeah, that's there is the end of this video here. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.